acting. You're perfect. I mean, listen.
As a kind of a dumb guy.
No, like this piece of acting in you as this guy on Burning Love, you could so easily fuck this up. You.
Right.
Ken.
Right.
Could so easily fuck this up by
Thanks,
going, hey, it's a little wacky in there. You are so airtight and so small and so itty bitty. But your character is a fucking fireman with no shirt on, handing out hoses.
Right.
It's almost like Jim Abrams, like it's almost like Airplane or Mafia, like these big wacky things where all the craziness happens around you. Where like if you go up, like if you went up 0.5% in anything, it would all fall apart. You are the backbone. Like, yeah,
thanks, man.
Like Natasha Leggero.
That's a really nice compliment. I appreciate that.
I swear, you're perfect. It's so funny, and you never tip it one way or the other. You're never under. You're never over. You are exactly. You should go home tonight to your wife and go, you realize I am just holding this whole thing together.
Honey, you know I nailed it. Jay Mohr said I nailed it, so.
I mean, Kristen Bell was so funny.
Yeah.
And when all the gals were doing like stand-up comedy, like Natasha Leggero, so fucking funny. Her crotch is blurred out. For the listeners that haven't seen it, just go to imagine what Natasha Leggero's beautiful privates might look like.
Right.
That's worth it enough. If you thought Jennifer Aniston's blurred out boobs might have been salacious and illicit, to quote Dave Attell, so illicit. Yes. Natasha Leggero is pantsless the entire show and says to you, if I may say, when she's trying to make you laugh on stand-up, my pussy is so tight. And then your character...
I feel obliged to say, how tight is it?
And she just looks at you with a cocktail and goes, like a toddler.
It's like a toddler's.
And like that is so over the top, great. It's like subversive, it's salacious, but your reactions, there's no comedy without reaction shots.
Right.
You're fucking perfect in this.
Thanks, man.
And I'm sorry to be like, the new way to insult people on the internet is to tell like, you were way too fucking nice to that guy. Stop washing his balls. Everybody likes to like.
Right.
But it really is worthy of it. And watch it. Watch Burning Love on burninglove.com.
I'm very proud of it. It came out. I was excited about shooting it, and I thought it was going to be funny, but I think it came out even better.
I don't know how.
Planned.
Ken, I'm going to call you Ken Patera from now on because you're the world's strongest man after that workout with your father-in-law. I don't know how this could this is not shining ass. I'm not saying this because you're a guest. I would just do the company role. I don't know how this could be funnier.
Thanks, man.
I mean, how much do you shoot to get it to... I mean, it's 9 minutes. What I watched was 9 minutes.
We shot 120-page script in 8 days.
But that's not for one show.
For the season.
Oh, for this... Okay.
So
but for when I... Like, let's say, like, this morning I watched episode 4. It's 9 minutes.
Yeah.
How long do you shoot to make that 9 minute?
Well, that's the stand-up comedy. We had jokes written for all the women. So, like, all the women got up and told jokes. And then I pared it down to, like, the ones
And the hose ceremony, too. I mean,
the hose ceremony, same thing. We shot it where I gave the hose to everybody, and we shot it in, like, real time. Shot it. Everybody kind of improvised. Like, they would come and not really improvise. We improvise and just say thank you, whatever. I would throw out extra stuff. We'd do all the scripted stuff, and then we'd pare that down because the host ceremony alone could be, 15 minutes.
So how long is each 9 minute show? How long do you shoot to edit it down? How much editing goes into paring it down to 9 minutes? How long are you shooting?
You're
not shooting 9 minutes and putting it on the internet.
No, we shot a full season in 8 days. So we shot 120 pages, not including improv, which was probably about another, 60 pages of worth of time. And we shot that in 8 days, which is like 20 pages a day or some crazy thing like that.
I got to tell you, the pilot, I guess, yeah. Wow, I love this. This is great because it's like podcasting. Kevin Smith told me he's the one that got me started on the podcast. And I said, so this is like the future? He goes, no, JJ. It's fucking right now. Like you're on a surfboard paddling and the waves right behind. Like it's right now. And you doing this web series, it's right now. And it's perfect. And when I watched the pilot, just watching all the girls get out of the limo was so fucking funny. I'm really turning into a fanboy in front of your face.
I love it. I'm so happy that you like it. I mean,
like I can't tell the listeners enough. And if you tweet me that I'm washing Ken's balls, go fuck your mother's ass, because when you watch this show, you're going to say, holy shit, this is exactly as funny as JJ said it was.
You know it's interesting because I've read everything written about it. I'm obsessive with I'm obsessed with getting online. I mean, like, you know, Burning Love. What are the reviews? What are people saying? What are, you know, people commenting on those reviews? And I told my wife this, who wrote it and wrote a great, like,
she's holding you back between you and I.
of this show, and people, it's the people who don't like reality shows are really digging it, and the people who love reality shows and those type of shows are really digging it. It's so
right
crazy.
Now.
I didn't even think like that would be the case, but it appeals to.
Somehow it's the
jaded and the people, you know?
It's the razor's edge. It's like, this is for you if you hate this shit, and this is for you if you love this shit.
Yeah.
And this is for you if you're indifferent to this shit because I'm funny and everyone around me is funny. All right, I'm sorry. I'm done washing your balls now. Now I'm going to tell you shit I didn't like that you did.
Go ahead. Go for it.
No. I have no. Oh, are you guys going to make the state movie? Is it what, American Sandwich?
Oh, this American Sandwich.
American Sandwich.
No, I mean, no.
Let me rephrase that question. Let me rephrase that question. Prior to the success of Burning Love, are you looking forward to making this American Sandwich?
It's very hard to get 11 people who are working on different things together to do anything. But I think that the way to get a state movie done is for one individual or a couple of guys to write it and then invite everybody in. Otherwise,
Brian Koppelman, the guy that wrote Rounders, listens to this. He'll fucking hand that shit in.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to hear a story about notes? Him and his partner got brought in to do all the writing, the touch-ups for Walking Tall with The Rock.
Oh yeah.
And a studio guy goes, "It'd be nice if you gave the 2x4 like personality."
What?
Yes. I swear to God, he sat right where you're sitting.
What?
That was the fucking note, and him and his buddy David just sat around going, "What the fuck?
How do we do that?
How do we do that?" And then he goes, "Well, we made him, sort of like obsessive compulsive. Like he's very funny, Koppelman, but that was like his big. And they couldn't get that movie made. Check this out, because they had The Rock,
right?
They couldn't land Johnny Knoxville. He turned down $3 million. To be
that movie wasn't going to get made until they got
Johnny Knoxville to play The Rock's friend. You have The Rock walking around with a 2x4, smashing hillbillies in the fucking face,
and they're like,
and the studio goes,
no.
"Not yet." Who's the guy?
Still red light.
Who's the guy that got his dick bit by a snake? That's the guy we need. Then we're all. And then Koppelman had like another great line of like, you think they're like when they're doing like. Jackass, were they looking at like headshots of snakes? Like, which snake will bite my dick?
How big are the teeth on this one?
I don't know. I don't think it's a match. They look too much alike. The inside of his mouth and my dick look too much alike. So I just thought, all right, you're really not going to sing Macy Gray, huh? I told you Javril Gibbs.
You know what I'll do?
Yes. I mean, no, but I would like to.
I'll do a much more obscure song.
Oh, we like obscure here.
This is my...
Oh, fixing the mic stand.
This is my Nina Simone.
Oh, damn.
Black is the color of my true love's hair, so soft and wonderful. Oh, black is the color of my true love's hair. of my true love's hair, of my true love's hair.
I'm laughing because it's so good, not because it's funny.
That's it.
That was fucking great. I didn't want you to hear me laughing because I don't want you to think I was laughing because it was fun. I was laughing because it was perfect. I don't want him to think I was like, oh, that's fucking wacky and hilarious. Like, you were on it.
For all those Nina Simone fans out
There's
there.
a lot of them. There's a lot of them, and they have armpit hair. Except for Corey Fry, president of Fake Mustache Studios. I'm gonna do another live read later. You pick what impression you want me to do it as, and you can pick. It doesn't have to be one that I do.
Do you can you do?
I can't follow Nina Simone. So,
no, but there was somebody that I was like, oh man, nobody does that guy. And I forget who was. All right, let me just think about it.
All right, no problem.
Do it right now?
Huh?
Do I need to tell you right now?
No, I don't give a shit. I just want you to have fun. Did you play? Were you a jock in high school?
I played sports, and I did theater. I did plays, and
Gay.
I just told somebody this story. Was that
Gay.
Well, this is
Anybody at this theater.
I played basketball.
Oh, I really have to put a pin in that and say I'm fucking completely kidding. I realized that sounded like I really was.
No, but what'll happen is it's going to come around to that.
Yes.
I played junior varsity, and my junior varsity coach let me leave to do plays, to go rehearse or come.
This is a football coach?
This is my basketball coach. I didn't play football.
You were the two guard?
I was backup center, just to give you a sense of what we had
in
at our
high
school.
Okay, yeah. In all fairness, you were like 5'9". You were a beast.
I was this height in high school. But he let me do that, and then the varsity coach cornered me and said he called me in the locker room. He's like cornered me and said, "Hey Marino, you going to do play basketball this year? Or are you going to do that fag acting?"
Oh my god!
Yeah. And I was like, and it was a very important moment for me because I was like, I think I'm going to act, so thanks. And then I didn't play basketball again. Which is a bummer because I like playing basketball. I wasn't good at it. I was good at rebounds. Terrible shooter.
You look like a boarder, man.
I got a lot of rebounds, but they were all my own. It was like me going,
hey, but that's in the box score, bro.
No. I loaded up on rebounds, but they were all mine.
1 for 5 with 6 rebounds. I love it.
Yep.
It is weird, like in show business, people. It always amazes me when like comics and actors get accused. Well, I'm not talking about like Mel Gibson's and stuff, but like when guys that are out there doing it, like you and I or whoever. I'm not saying we have, but people go like, "That's sexist. That you're homophobe or like you're racist." It's like, no, you kind of don't understand. Like we're the group of people. Like we're all in this together. Like when that coach said to you like fag acting, you went, you know what? Like there's like 6 card-carrying, as you put it, fags, and I'm hanging out with them every day, and we're having a fucking ball.
Right.
Fuck you, coach.
Right.
So, it is fascinating. It's amazing that you have to vote whether or not, like, gay people can be married.
Yes.
Like, let's vote. Because the pursuit of happiness is in the Constitution, but let's really get it down to minutia. Like, define happiness. Is it gay guys getting married?
Are we getting into politics?
Sure.
I don't like politics.
Oh, then no, I don't give a fuck. I'm just waiting for you to throw out an
But I agree with
so
you.
I can be done with
Let
this
me just say this.
on.
Let me just say this. I agree with you.
Yeah. All right, good. Moving on. We're both card-carrying Scientologists. Do you have too many couches, an extra table? Maybe some... How about Pacino?
Oh, no. I feel like Pacino...
Well, then help me.
I know. I'm
right now, people are listening, yelling shit out on the bus.
How about... Who's name a movie that's out right now?
Right now.
Name a movie.
Wanderlust.
Can you do Alan Alda? But
I can't do Alan Alda. I'm fascinated by guys that we were just talking about that.
Who does it? Bill Hader does Alan Alda.
Great, and he does John Malkovich, which is perfect.
Yeah, Malkovich. Can you do Malkovich?
No, that's that whole. This is not the best way to go about it. No, I can't do that either.
Can you do Hoffman? I mean, you do Dustin Hoffman, of course.
Yeah, a little. I guess I could do him a little bit, man. A little bit. You know what? Not really, obviously. You just crushed Nina
How
Simone.
about
I'm like,
Bob Barker?
yeah, hey! I can do Dean Martin, apparently. What's interesting about Dustin Hoffman, if you watch all of his old movies, he's doing Rain Man in all of them.
And who is Dean?
No,
Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman. If you watch like The Graduate, when he comes out and Anne Bancroft is laying there naked, he just starts going, and walking back and forth like fucking Rain. All of his movies, he's doing fucking Rain Man, and then he hits Rain Man out of the park and gets an Oscar.
Well, finally, he
turns out Dustin